Yo, listen, if you are satisfied with your credit, your cash flow, and your income, this is not, I repeat, this is not the video for you. However, my friend, if you are taking an honest look at your finances and you're thinking to yourself, man, if my credit score went up a little bit, if my cash flow improved, if my income just went up a little bit, I'd have a little breathing room. Well, you're in the right place at the right time, man. Do me a favor as you guys are coming into the space. Go ahead and comment where you're from. Also drop the name of your business and or your brand. This is a fully interactive live video. What's happening there, Lady Ray J? The real KOVL radio. Peace and blessings, Miss Regina, Dr. Regina Turner in the building. So I just want you guys to know that I don't want to waste anybody's time, man. I'm going to talk about improving your cash flow, improving your credit score, improving your income, getting your debt down, getting your taxes down. But if you are satisfied with where you are with all of those things, then keep scrolling, man. Keep doing you, and don't pay me no never mind, man. I am here to help people who are not happy with their current lot in life financially. And when you're not happy with your current lot in life financially, what's going on? Mr. Keep Smiling, I believe that is. If you're not happy with your lot financially, I think that bleeds into a lot of other areas in your life as well. And here's what I want you to know. And I think this is one of the biggest problems that people have, is to pursue something greater. A lot of people feel like it's disrespectful or it's showing an ungrateful spirit about what you currently have. That couldn't be further from the truth, ladies and gentlemen. You can be completely grateful for what you have and still want to pursue greater. You overcome that, I think you're in a good place. For those of you who do not know me, my name is H. Cortez, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur. And I'm on a mission, guys, to empower our community economically through financial literacy with a strong emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. I told you that certain things must go down in your financial journey. You have to, absolutely. Thanks for that share, Ray J. You have to get your taxes down. You have to get your debt down. You have to get your expenses down. And guess what else goes down when those three things go down? Your stress level goes down. Yes, your stress level goes down as well. But how do you get those things down? Number one, you have to reposition yourself in this capitalistic society. I know you don't want to hear this, but I got to give it to you straight. You have to reposition yourself in this capitalistic society. How do you do that? There's three main positions. There is the employee, right? That is the person who exchanges their labor for money. That's one position. Another position is the business owner, right? That position has a different set of tax rules and laws that applies. And as a result, your taxes can go down if you're in that position. And then there is the money position. These are the guys who finance the whole thing. You can get into that position as well. If you continue to stay in the current position where you are, meaning I only bring in my income from a job. 95% of people in this country make 100% of their income from a job only. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're wrong. I'm not going into a job bashing rant. I'm not the person that says job stands for just over broke or juggling our bills or that kind of stuff. A job has its necessary place in everybody's economic journey, especially if you're on the path to building generational wealth. What I will say though, if you work a job only, you're setting yourself up for failure. Ask the 50 million people that lost their job or had their hours cut so significantly that they qualified for unemployment during this whole coronavirus cycle. Because they were working a job only. The job ain't bad. Put food on your table, man. Take that education that you got in school, high school, and college. Put that to work for you. Yes, have a job. But having a job only is the problem. And not because of what most people think. Most people will tell you that you own a plantation, you're slaving, you're building somebody else's dream. No, the reason that a job only is hurting you more than helping you is because you're in the position in this economy where you pay the most taxes. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. You're paying way too much in taxes if all you do is work a job. You're either in these 18 to 25% tax bracket, and that's federal. Then you're going to pay another 7 or 8% in state tax. If you're in a state like Missouri, if you also live in the city of St. Louis, you have a city tax that you have to deal with. Then you pay another 7, 8% in sales tax on everything you buy. Then if you own property like a car, boat, house, you're going to pay real estate tax and personal property tax. That's about 40% of your income leaves your household and goes to taxes. Now you're starting to see a job only. The income from the job is good. But if all I do is work the job, Uncle Sam is going to kill my check. And those of you who are single with no kids, or you're single and your kids are grown and out of the house and you no longer get to carry them as dependents, those of you who work a ton of overtime, man, y'all getting crushed in taxes. But how do you stop the bleeding? You stop the bleeding by repositioning yourself in this economy as a business owner. And in particular, and let me get this clear, because a lot of you guys are saying, well, Cortez, I can't afford to go lease no building and rent no property and do all of this stuff to run a business. Most people can't. However, what you can do, what's up, Prince Ace Radio in the building? He said, what's up, love the show. Appreciate that, man. What you can do, though, is take the space that you're already paying for, your home. See, you're already paying utilities. You're already paying for a cell phone, internet. You're already paying for a place to live. You're already paying for a vehicle. The IRS says if you use anything that you already own for business as well as personal use, the amount of time that you use it for business will qualify you for a business tax write-off. So for instance, if I use my personal vehicle 50% of the time for business, that means 50% of the miles I put on my personal vehicle are a tax write-off. Or I can do it the other way. 50% of all of the maintenance and upkeep for my vehicle can become a tax write-off. Now, you will get with your tax professional to determine which is best for you and your situation. But when you understand repositioning yourself in capitalism as a business owner, some of you guys are saying, well, Cortez, I don't know nothing about running no business, man. We'll learn. People ask all the time, Cortez, are entrepreneurs born or are they made? And I'll tell you my honest opinion. Entrepreneurs are born, but business ownership is a skill that anybody can learn. See, a lot of people don't know the difference between being an entrepreneur and a business owner. See, the entrepreneur is the creative thinking genius that comes up with the solution. The business owner is the one who takes ownership of operations, sales, marketing, all of that kind of stuff. See, you can be a business owner and not be an entrepreneur. You can be a business owner and not be an entrepreneur. Just like you could be an entrepreneur and not have a business. Guys, you realize some of the reasons that our children have so many problems in school is not because they can't learn. Some of the reasons our children can't get along with their teachers, because those are the kids who are born entrepreneurs, meaning their entire way of thinking is completely different than 90% of the people that they are around on a day-to-day basis. Therefore, there's always a clash in the two thought processes. And what usually happens is that clash in thought process is seen by those in authority as the kid being defiant, as the kid not being ambitious, as the kid not being driven. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. Most of the time, the kid has all of those qualities. But when you take someone who is a creative genius and you put them in a box where their creativity is suffocated, i.e., our current school system, you're going to have problems with that kid. These are born entrepreneurs. The way they think is completely different. So they clash. They can't get with what their teacher is telling them to do. Come on, y'all know that kid who was coming up, who figured out how to get the right answer, but because they didn't get the answer, they didn't derive at the answer based on how the teacher taught them the process to get to the answer. Now they're in trouble. Because creatively, they said, hey, I'm trying to get from here to there. However I get there makes me know never mind. But the teacher says, you got to get from here to there in this route only. And that causes problems. That causes problems. So even if you're not an entrepreneur, you're not that creative person, you could still own a business that you can run from your home. It's not that difficult, guys. Here's how simple starting a business is. Now, somebody do me a favor, give me a little participation here. I want you to comment. I want you to put in the comments 1 or 2 things that you are extremely passionate about. And I'm going to start you a business right here on this show live. Put in the comments 1 or 2 things that you are extremely passionate about, and I'm going to start you a business right now live on this broadcast. Because what you have to understand about wealthy people is wealthy people find 1 or 2 ways to get paid for 1 or 2 things that they already enjoy doing. So I'm gonna run that one back because y'all didn't catch. Wealthy people find 1 or 2 ways to get paid for 1 or 2 things that they already enjoy doing. I enjoy talking about economic empowerment, entrepreneurship, branding, marketing. I already enjoy this stuff. So it takes no effort at all for me to put my headphones on. You guys know this show wasn't scheduled for right now. I just said, man, I just finished working out. I feel good. Let me put my headphones on, turn the mic on. Let me go talk to the people. Now, watch this. Watch this. Tammy Finley said, hey, I enjoy writing and I enjoy cooking. Tammy, you are already in business right now. Oh, Cortez, I don't have a product or service to sell. I'm not in business. Watch this. What is the favorite thing that you like to cook, Tammy? Give me one thing that you love to cook. One thing that you love to cook. I'm gonna show you guys how Tammy is in a business right now. She just doesn't know it. She says, I love writing and I love cooking. Tammy, develop a name that you want to be known by in the marketplace. Like for me, financial health mentor is what I wanted to be known by in the marketplace because I want to mentor people in the area of their financial health. If you develop a name that you want to be known by in the marketplace, I'm gonna put you in business right now, right? She loves cooking soul food. So if I was Tammy and I wanted to legally, ethically, and morally get my taxes down, I'm gonna go into business right now with Tammy. Tammy, I would go to my Secretary of State's office, right? And I think this is my girl Tammy out of St. Louis. If not, wherever you are in the country, I would go to the Secretary of State's office, Tammy, today, and I would register the fictitious name. And I'm just going to make something up unless you give me a name that you want to be known by. But I would say Tammy Talks Cooking. I'm going to go register my fictitious name at the Secretary of State. Is going to cost me about $10. Tammy Talks Cooking is my fictitious name. So now that's my business name. I'm already a sole proprietor. What most people don't know in this country is your social security number is also an EIN. Your social security number is also an employer identification number, right? So as a sole proprietor, I went to the Secretary of State's office of Missouri and I said, hey, I'm doing business as Tammy, what did I say? Tammy Talks Cooking, right? So now I'm registered as a sole proprietor in business, costing me $10. Now, what I'm going to do, Tammy, is I'm going to go to GoDaddy.com and now I'm going to buy a domain name for my business. I'm going to go and go to GoDaddy.com, type in TammyTalksCooking.com. Oh, it's available. So I'm going to buy it for $12.95. So far, I'm $22 into this business. Tammy Talks Cooking cost me $10 to register with my Secretary of State. TammyTalksCooking.com. Now I have the domain name cost me $12.95. So I'm $23 into this business venture. Now, Tammy, once you do that, then you're going to go over to this website. And this is an affiliate site of mine. So it is a plug. I will earn some money if you decide to get you a site from here. But I'm going to go to this site, www.freefunnelmachine.com. You're going to be able to set up a free website and blog because Tammy likes to write and Tammy likes to cook. So why isn't Tammy writing a blog once a week about her favorite meals? Now Tammy, for $23, just became an official business with a blog where she's doing what she loves to do is write, and she loves to cook. So I bet you writing about cooking topics comes easy to Tammy. Tammy could probably sit down and write about her favorite recipes, her favorite cooking methods, her favorite cookware, her favorite pots, her favorite pans, her favorite utensils. She can write about that to the nth degree. And now she's in business. And you know what happens when Tammy does that for $23? Now Tammy gets to write off a portion of her rent every single month, because she's going to set up a little space in her house where she does her blogging from. Guess what? Now, because Tammy is going to set a tripod and a camera up in her kitchen when she's cooking some of these meals so she can record some videos to also put on her blog, guess what happens to Tammy's kitchen? It becomes partially tax deductible. Guess what happens to the food that Tammy is cooking for her family? If she records it and she does a tutorial video on cooking her favorite lasagna recipe, all of the ingredients that Tammy just bought to cook the lasagna, now become tax deductible. And when she's done cooking the lasagna and filming it and all of that stuff, now she just serves it to her family as a meal. Now her family's whole meal for the night just became a tax write-off. $23, Tammy's in business, doing something she loves to do already. She says she loves to write and she loves to cook. Why not start a blog where you're writing about some of the things that you like to cook? The website, I put it in the chat for the free, for the domain name is GoDaddy.com, right? That's where I get all my domains from. There's a lot of places you can buy domains. I use GoDaddy.com. They're probably the most well recognized. And then there is freefunnelmachine.com. I did put that in the chat. That's where you can go set up a free site. And it's already got templates set up for you in the whole 9 yards. You can go set up a free site. And then if you get a free site there, I'll put you into my private training group where I teach people how to edit and customize and make the sites work for them, right? Now, somebody is probably saying, well, Cortez, how does Tammy make money from a blog? I'm glad you asked. Tammy likes to write. She likes to cook. She's already winning just by starting the blog because she's going to get all of the tax write-offs that come with owning a business, right? There you go. So Tammy's asking, how do you gain money from blogging? Okay, good. That's where we're going next, Tammy. So she's already winning because she's going to save $10,000 to $12,000 per year in taxes just by having a blog, just by having a business, right? She's also going to be able to have her daughter help her in the kitchen, have her daughter working behind the camera, filming some of the things, have her daughter taking the pictures of her recipes. Now, why would you bring the child into this, Cortez? Because the IRS says if you got children under the age 17 and they help you in your business, you could pay them a wage of $12,000 per year per child and write that off too. What? Yeah. Yeah. See, you're going to learn today in my Kevin Hart daddy's voice. So Tammy is saying, okay, Cortez, I get it. I start the business just by starting the business. I'm going to be able to go into my HR department at my job. I'm going to say, hey, I need my tax withholding certificate. I need to fix it so that you guys know that I'm a business owner. So y'all stop taking all those taxes out of my check. Tammy gets an instant pay raise. Tammy gets to write off a portion of her rent. She gets to write off her utilities. She gets to write off her cell phone, her tablets, her laptop, her internet service. She gets to write off some of the miles on her car when she's going back and forth to the store, because now she's not going grocery shopping. She's going to fulfill an inventory because she needs products to cook so that she can put on display that goes on her website. So she gets to write all of that stuff off, save a ton of money in taxes just by doing that. That's called cash flow expansion, making the money that you make right now go farther. Now, how do you increase your income from this, Tammy? Tammy, what is one of your favorite utensils or favorite brands that you like to cook with? Favorite utensil. And I've got a couple other people who are commenting some of the things that they like to do. I'm gonna get to you guys as well, but let me wrap Tammy up real quick on how she's gonna make money, right? What are some of the favorite utensils or the favorite cookware brands that you like to cook with? The favorite gadgets in the kitchen. List me one of them, and I'm gonna show you how you're gonna make money. There's a bunch of ways you're gonna make money with a blog, but I just want to show you this first way through what's called affiliate marketing, right? Tammy likes to write. She likes to cook. She's got a favorite something, whether it is a favorite nonstick pan, whether it is a favorite blender or egg beater or cake mixer. She's got something that her go-to gadget, right? Well, guess what? If Tammy writes a blog and does a review on that thing and talks about why she loves it so much, do you think the people who reading Tammy's blog are going to be persuaded to want to go and buy that thing too? Well, there's a small company. It's been around for about 10, 15 years, little outfit that allows you to become what's called an affiliate with them. This small company, y'all probably never heard of it, just a small outfit. They go by the name of Amazon. Tammy's, because now she has a business, is going to go set up an affiliate account with Amazon. She says she likes air fryers and non-stick pans. She's going to write a blog, and her whole deal is going to be about how you make your best recipes with an air fryer. And in every blog post, she's talking about how she's air frying chicken, she's air frying fish, she's making cake in the air fryer. I didn't even know you can make cake in the air fryer, but she's doing all these things with the air fryer. And inside the blog post of every time she writes about this air fryer, there's a little picture of the air fryer that she uses. And she just says, hey, click here and you can go buy the same air fryer that I use to make all of these wonderful recipes. And you know what that little tiny outfit, that little small company called Amazon is going to do every time somebody clicks on that button and buys an air fryer from Tammy's blog? They're going to send Tammy a check. Yeah, every single time. That's one way that you can make money from a blog. But watch this, Tammy. You like to write, you like to cook. Chances are you have some of your own recipes. How about you take some of those recipes and you put those recipes in an actual book, and now you sell that book on your site for $10. And somebody who likes to write and likes to cook, you don't have just one cookbook, because when you cook soul food, then there's a healthy way to cook soul food. There's a not so healthy way to cook soul food. So that's 2 books right there. When you cook soul food, then you probably like to bake. Well, you can have a soul food baking recipe book. And when you think about baking, there's some people who like to bake cakes. There's some people who like to bake pies. So now you got a cake baking recipe book and you got a pie baking recipe book. And all of your books sell for $10 each. Now you're making money from a blog selling the products that you like to use. Then you're also selling your own creative work with your picture on the cover. Kind of like this. By the way, shameless plug. If you want to learn how to do this, go get my book for free, monetizemylifenow.com. It teaches you how to turn your gifts and talents into a product. See, some of you guys just be on here thinking I just be on here running my mouth. No, this is what I do. I turn everything that I do into a product of some sort, and I monetize it. So www.monetizemylifenow.com. I mean, we straight? We straight? Did you learn something today, Tammy? If you learned something today, I would love for you to give me a review on this page. Let me see who else said they've got something going on. I'm just saying, this is, you just got to change your mindset just a little bit, guys, just a little bit. So let me go up in the comments. So she says writing and cooking. Who else said they like to do something? I like helping people. I love solving issues, triaging, researching, and resolving issues. I could probably be an investigator. You know who's really winning, who likes to do that stuff right now, Jerome? There are people who are building great passive and residual income, podcasting about murder mysteries and things of that nature, right? So imagine this. I don't know where you live, Jerome, but imagine wherever it is that you live, you went back to the early 1900s and you found all of these murder mysteries that happened in your city, in your town. They were big stories at the time, but people have long since forgotten about them. And you start doing your investigative thing and you start uncovering the facts and all of this stuff. And you start talking about it on a podcast. And the people in your community start listening, right? Because they remember hearing about that murder that happened in the 80s. They remember hearing about that big corporation that shut down and the building is vacant, but nobody realized what really happened that caused it to shut down. But you did your investigative thing and you found out that I don't know, they was trafficking kids through the basement or something. I don't know. But you create a podcast around that. You know what's good about a locally based podcast? You'll get a lot of people in the local area tuning in on a regular basis. And you know who would like to get in front of the listeners to that podcast? The people who sell stuff in that local area. Now, all of a sudden, you built an audience of local listeners because you're talking about local things. Now, all of the local businesses are coming to you saying, hey, what would you charge me to put a 30-second audio commercial in your podcast? What would it cost me if on your website you let me put a clickable banner during one of your episodes where if they click to my site, I'll give them a 50% off coupon on their first donut at the local donut shop, right? And you get all the tax write-offs for doing something you love to do. You love doing the investigative work. You love all of that stuff, uncovering the facts and all of that kind of stuff. Just saying, man. Mac says, I love sales. Mac, if you are any good at sales, then write a book on how you're able to close so well. Start a podcast on selling. Start a coaching program teaching people how to overcome their fear of selling. Just like that, you're in business. You're in business. Anybody else got any other questions, man? You're starting to see where I'm going with this. Doesn't matter what it is that you do, guys. Great ideas. I can't wait to learn more. Appreciate that, North Carolina. Yeah, see, so in North Carolina, there's something that you can dig up and you can research and you can just bring people along the journey of what it is you're trying to uncover. And you can start developing a local listenership. And when you develop a local listenership, that's why I do the St. Louis Hustle podcast. I'm building a local listenership. And once I build it to enough listeners and regular downloads to the podcast, eventually each episode will end up being worth about $2,500 per episode for me in advertising dollars. Each episode. And right now I do one episode a week. When each episode becomes worth $2,500 per episode to me, what do you guys think I'm going to do then? I'm going to add another day of the week. I'm going to go from one day of the week to 2 days a week. And I'm going to double my revenue, right? College Park, what's up? What's up? Mr. Keep Smiling in the business. Thank you. Majority of those are on my to-do list already. I appreciate your help to grab your book as we speak. Yeah. MonetizeMyLifeNow.com, man. It's a great read. It's a small little book, but you'll learn how to turn your gifts, talents, and special abilities into income. And it's dope, man. Jerome, I mean, a lot of people, you see this stuff happening in front of you, but you don't know the mechanisms and why it's happening, right? Most of you guys don't know why I'm on this podcast. You guys like the content that I bring, but for 20 minutes worth of work, I sold a book. Doing what I love to do, now somebody wants the book. Somebody's probably going to go to freefunnelmachine.com and set up an account and start their free website and blog through my system. Somebody might say, hey, Cortez, all that stuff you said sounds good, but I might need some help with that. Do you have a coaching program where you can actually help me do that? Right? So it's one of the 4 ways that I teach you how to monetize your life. This is called exposing what you know. See, right now I'm exposing to you guys what I know. And if I offer a product to sell you, because you've come to realize that dude knows some stuff. And now that I've exposed to you what I know, you see that I know it so well that I wrote a book on the subject, right? Now it becomes easier for me to be able to sell to you what I know. Yeah, it's a 4 5-step process, 5-step process that this book will take you through. And it doesn't matter what your gift or talent is. It don't even have to be a gift or a talent. It could be an experience, right? That you've gone through and that you've overcome. You can teach people how you went through it, how you overcame it, the emotions that you felt while you were in it, how it all worked out for you. Any more questions, man? I was trying to go somewhere else with this, but I'm glad we end up going this way, man. So I appreciate that. Uh, I appreciate that. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me see what the little lady wants. Oh man, just got some news that somebody that I went to school with and grew up with got killed here recently. Um, Nevertheless, man, so having a business puts you in position in our capitalistic society to where you legally lower your taxes. I was going to talk about credit and debt. If you guys still want to hear that, I've got a program, man, that for $80 a month, if you don't have a credit repair team helping you with your credit, if you don't have a team of financial experts helping you get your taxes down, helping you get out of debt, I do offer a membership for $80 a month. And what's cool about that membership, for $80 a month, it actually covers both husband and wife. So technically it's $40 a month per person, but a husband and wife can get their credit fixed, can get their taxes down, can get out of debt, and can learn how to become their own bank with our private reserve banking strategy as well. So that's really where I was going with this, but I'm glad that I was able to help Tammy kind of open her minds up. She was already thinking about blogging and all that kind of stuff, just didn't know how to put it all together. That's what I'm here for, guys. I want to help y'all put it all together. But if you want a team of financial professionals to help you in those areas, then all you got to do is let me know, man. I've got my website. You can go check that out. It is www.perfectmoneyplan.com. You can watch a 5-minute video, shows you what our program is like. And if you like it, you can grab the membership. Like I said, you'll pay $80 a day and then $80 a month for your membership. I'm also looking for affiliates. If you understand the power of a franchise where you'd have your business the same way I have my business, and I will teach you how to market the business. I will teach you how to attract people to you. I will teach you what your warm market is, your cold market is. I'll teach you how to use social media to find people who are looking for credit repair experts to work with them. You can actually become an affiliate of this program as well. And we pay 50% commission on every membership that you sell. So if you want to make some extra money from home, you want to work with me closely on a project like this, listen, guys, 3 things that coronavirus has exposed that we need and has caused people to actually take and put more focus on 3 areas. People are now focused more on their family and their relationships than they ever have before. People are now focused on their health more than they ever have before. And people are also focusing on their money more than they ever have before. And we have a membership that people are looking for. Millions of people on every day go on Google and YouTube and they type in how to fix my credit, how to get out of debt, how to lower my taxes, how to build generational wealth, how to make money from home, how to make money online, how to start an online business, what is online marketing. Guys, I will teach you how to be found by these millions of people, and nobody is beating our service price. You can go to the big law firm and get your credit fixed, and they're going to charge you about $130 to $150 per month. Lord forbid your spouse also needs credit repair. They're going to have to spend that same $130 to $150 per month. With our program, you're going to get credit repair for the both of you for $80 per month. But we do more than credit. You're also going to get an evaluation of your last 3 tax returns for free to see if you left any money on the table. I know some of y'all out there trying to save money, so you're doing your own taxes. You might want to let a professional look at that though and see if you left any money on the table. Some of you guys are overpaying your taxes because how your tax withholding certificate has been completed, and our team will evaluate that and help you adjust it, and you probably can get some money back into your paycheck, right? That's another one of those strategies. The same $80 a month, guys. You can also use our debt elimination system, right? I've got some testimonies here. I'm not going to bring up the slide deck, but I should. But I've got some testimonies where people were in debt and the creditor said, hey, you're going to be paying us for the next 100 years. Our team said, no, we'll get you out of that stuff in 3 or 4 years, right? And then becoming your own bank, land banking. How would you guys like to invest in the same land where Warren Buffett is investing at right now? You think Warren Buffett's got some people who've done some research and they know something is coming while they're buying up all this land? You can buy some of that same land today, sit on it for 3, 4 years, turn around and sell it to a developer and cash out. That's also included for the same $80 a month. And then if you are a go-getter, if you already got a big social media following, if you got a big sphere of influence with the people that you're around, and you know all of these people are broke looking for financial solutions, I'll show you how to build a $600 a month guaranteed residual income in the next 30 to 60 days. Yeah, if that wets your whistle, then you need to text me. Keyword is not Bix, Biz. 314-874-6887. Other questions, man. I feel like some of you guys could have some questions. You're a little apprehensive about posting your questions, engaging with the show. I'm not a hard guy to talk to, man. If you got any questions on branding, marketing, credit, debt elimination, taxes, becoming your own bank, making money from home, how our system works, how I'm going to help you with your branding and marketing, how our franchise works so that when you start your own franchise, what kind of money you can make. Any of those kind of questions out there? Some of y'all just scared, right? You're just scared because you've been watching me for a while and you're scared to reach out. Hold on. No questions coming in. YouTube, y'all got questions? Periscope, y'all got questions? No. Facebook, y'all got questions? Nah. Everybody good? All right, man. Well, I guess we'll wrap this thing up. Well, shout out to Tammy, man, who's going to start her business, start blogging a day, making some money from home online, getting all those tax write-offs in her life, hiring the kids, helping the kids, help her in business, all that good stuff, man. She's going to be able to write off up to $12,000 per year per child because she has a home-based business. Who else needs that in their life, man? Who else wants that in their life? Ivan says, what if I want to do loans? Give me a little bit more clarity on that, as in you got a bunch of money, you want to start lending out to people, or maybe you're in the mortgage space and you're trying to attract people to you so you can get them qualified for loans. Help me understand a little bit better what you're saying you want to do. What if I want to do loans? But yeah, you can help people get financing for a lot of different stuff. But yeah, if you can clarify that question for me, I would love to tackle that for you. If anybody else got any questions out there too, go ahead and comment and we'll kind of work through those for the next 6 minutes. We'll end it up at 1:15 my time. But yeah, if you're trying to help people get qualified for loans, then I think one of the approaches that I would take is an educational approach. I would teach people or expose to people what I know about loans. Um, Personal loans help people pay off debt. Okay. Um, yeah. So I would look, if I were you, I would look to a guy like Denzel Rodriguez, the personal finance geek. He does something called velocity banking, where he literally helps people use debt to get out of debt. And that could be something, that could be a strategy that you could adopt. But really, what he does is he takes the educational approach. He teaches people the difference between simple interest and compound interest. And if you have a loan that's where the interest rate is calculated simple interest versus compound interest or amortized interest, then that simple interest, you're borrowing that money and it's costing you way less. And because it's costing you way less, you can use that money that you borrow to pay off the compound interest loan so that you're saving money over time. So educating people on the difference, but the different loan products that are out there, really when it comes to anything in sales, the name of the game is help people see the benefits of doing something, right? A lot of times we get caught up on the features, but people need to see the benefits of doing. Tim says, are you still training kids? No. But you know what? Jihad is home from school, and he is. So at least for the next 2 weeks. So if your daughter needs to get trained up and get in shape, Jihad can help her with that. But no, I don't train the kids anymore. Anybody else? We've got 4 minutes, and then I got to run. But this is fun, man. I love connecting when people are engaging and bringing more stuff out of me. You guys ever had an adult tell you, I forgot more than you know? Well, I've gotten to that age in my life where I understand fully what they mean by that. Because if you ask me a question, I have the answers, but I can't just recall the answers without the question, right? So I realize what people mean when they say that. I had a teacher, you say that all the time. Boy, I forgot more than you know. I was like, what does that mean? Now I know what it means. Because I've been doing this marketing thing for the last 10, 11 years or so. And I've learned a lot. And, some of the information I don't use as much, but it's still as effective. So if you ask, I probably would know, and I could probably help you point you down that road. But don't forget, guys, I've got the program for you, your personal credit and your finance. And guys, if you really want to see what our membership is all about, I'm doing a webinar tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. What's the best time to hit you up? This is kind of my best time, like right here. Usually my mornings are kind of tough because I'm doing my podcasting. And I have to do what comes with getting that together and getting that uploaded. Then I work out usually right around 10:30. So usually 12 to 4 Central Time is a good time to hit me up. And then in the evenings, I'm grinding again with my different webinars and interviewing on other people's shows and all that kind of stuff. So usually 12 to 4 is a good window to reach out. Except Wednesdays. Wednesdays, I'm completely off. I don't, other than a post here or there, I try not to do any business on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, that's the time for my sugar and I to just kick back. A lot of times I just binge watch some TV, or we might go for a walk. We used to do movies every Wednesday, but the theaters are down right now. But even though the theaters are down, I still take my Wednesdays off. So I can hang up. Do you help with successful podcasts? I like what you are saying about writing a book and blogging. Yes, I've got some strategies on that. And if you want, I've got a great course on podcasting for the 21st century. If you go to If you go to ThorntonOnlineMarketing.com, I've got a great ebook on podcasting and a video course. And if you get the ebook and the video course together, you'll save a few dollars. And I'll do you one solid. If you get the ebook and video course together, I'll also throw in a free 1-hour consultation for you. So you get the book, the video course, you go through it, you kind of get a feel for what you got going on, and then we'll sit down and chop it up for an hour. I'll give you some of my best strategies and ideas for building out your podcast. So yeah, ThorntonOnlineMarketing.com. Just click on digital products and you'll see all of the digital courses there. And there's one for modern podcasting, man. It's pretty dope. So you'll want to check that out. And like I said, if you get both the video and the ebook together, I'll throw in that free consultation. Yeah, man, we'll chop it up, man. I appreciate you always tuning in, always engaging. If I can help you build your business in any way, I will. Do you help with business credit? Yes. Yes. There are some foundational things that you must do, but yes, business credit, I got you. Personal credit as well. I typically like to get people going on their personal credit because the easiest path to business credit is good personal credit. However, there is a drawback there, right? The drawback is if you take the easy path because you got good credit, you will get business funding and business financing and business credit a lot quicker, but it is tied to your personal credit. The longer route is to build your business credit strictly on your EIN number, completely separate from your personal credit. It's a longer path, but that's the path that you ultimately want to be on, where your business credit is completely separate from your personal credit, so one doesn't affect the other. Yes, I'll be definitely getting in touch with you. I am a motivator. I work a lot, and I want to have a home-based business and be successful at it, along with running a podcast. Yeah, I think you joining our movement could benefit you in all of those various ways, right? Because our movement is a home-based business. You're gonna get the tax write-offs. And then I'll just coach you on the podcasting and some of the other stuff like I do the rest of my team. Most of the people who join my team in the financial education franchise, they also have other businesses. And the way I teach how to brand and market works not only for the financial piece, but it also carries over into all of their other businesses. And those other businesses tend to be a little bit more successful because of the financial piece as well. They all go hand in hand, man. A lot of times when we do entrepreneurship, we get caught up in the operation side and we don't focus on the financial side of business, but you got to have them both, right? So they actually go hand in hand. All right. So with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Until I talk to you guys next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it. Each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.